two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills.
Tank can do the same thing the mentor did. That's what the mentors to teach you how to do this thing the smart way.
Boxing legend Floyd Mayweather has reportedly been left stunned after seeing Gervonta Tank Davis's dramatically bulked up physique ahead of his highly anticipated showdown with Jake Paul. Davis, long known for his explosive power and compact frame, now appears noticeably bigger and stronger, a transformation that has both fans and boxing insiders buzzing. Mayweather, who mentored Davis for years, openly expressed his surprise at the fighter's new look, suggesting that the added muscle could either be a game-changing advantage or a risky move that might impact his speed and stamina.
Hey, can you see who it is? Hey, who is the dude? Who is the dude?
And that right there is why Gervonta Davis fights don't go the distance.
Gervonta Davis is set to step into the ring with Jake Paul for an exhibition fight on November 14th in Miami. What has caught many by surprise is the significant weight disparity, both real and perceived, between the two fighters. Davis is known for competing in the lighter weight classes, while Paul typically fights at a much heavier weight, expected to come in around 190 to 195 pounds for this bout. In addition to the weight gap, Paul also holds a considerable height and reach advantage over Davis.
I was training for something like this. Obviously, smaller guy. How was this in the training aspect, Jake?
Yeah, there's a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed. We're sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your and I'm gonna beat Jaden Love on my mama. I'm gonna beat both of y'all ass. On my mama. And he laughing. He laughing.
What are you talking about?
What
does he have to do with this?
Let anything. You know what I'm talking about. Let anything. Nah, I don't have to say it right now. Don't worry about it. I don't gotta say it up here. Let anything happen. And I'm gonna show you and him.
Despite the flashy promotion and entertainment-focused build-up, insiders say Gervonta Davis is taking this fight very seriously. Those who've seen his training camp describe him as focused and intense, while analysts note his composed and determined body language at press events. For Davis, this bout isn't just about money, it's about pride and opportunity. Beating Jake Paul could bring major mainstream attention and boost his crossover appeal. Some believe Davis sees this as a smart move to reach a wider audience beyond hardcore boxing fans. While critics call the event a spectacle, Davis seems determined to show he can blend showmanship with real competition. His preparation shows a fighter looking to shape the narrative, not be caught up in it.
Press conference, and you can just look at him and tell, like, no, this dude he's gonna get this money for sure, because there's so much money out there to be had. But Jake Paul better be not playing around, man. Not get cute, not play any games. Don't hit him in the back of the head. Don't rabbit punch him. Don't do any of that stuff, man, because Mike Tyson, first of all, a lot of people think Mike Tyson was pulling punches on Jake Paul, and a lot of people think that Anderson Silva was pulling punches on him too. You're not gonna have a little Gervonta out there pulling punches on you, man, if you're out there playing games. So, I don't like the fight at all. However, as far as it being an entertaining situation, I almost guarantee you that fight itself is going to be entertaining. That it's going to be something that you look at and you're going to say, man, everybody's going to watch it. Everybody's going to want to know what happens in it. But at the same time, it's kind of like what people think, when you see a car crash. Like, you're driving down the road and all of a sudden the traffic gets heavy and you're like, man, I'm going to be in traffic for a long time. And then you drive forward a little bit and then you see, oh man, this is some accident on the other side of the road, and everybody just slowing down to watch. That's the type of entertainment that you can expect from this fight between Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul. There's going to be a lot of people watching it, but I gotta say, man, you really can't blame the guy on what he's doing. And there's a lot of criticism flying on Gervonta Davis. It's not Gervonta Davis's fault that boxing took this turn. this turn of these exhibition fights and people not caring about the belt and all of that stuff came with Floyd Mayweather Jr., man.
Mayweather has often stressed that Gervonta Davis is more than just a knockout artist. He possesses refined boxing skills beyond sheer power. While he's praised Davis as one of the hardest hitters in his weight class, Mayweather also emphasizes the importance of well-rounded ability. He warns that relying solely on power without strong defense, timing, footwork, and ring IQ can be a risky and limited approach. At one point, Mayweather even referred to Davis as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the sport.
Do Anui deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. Do Terrence Crawford deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. But what about Gervonta Tank Davis? He deserved to be somewhere also in the pound for pound.
Why don't they give him that credit?
Because he was affiliated with me.
Floyd Mayweather played a key role in Gervonta Davis's early career, mentoring him while he was signed under Mayweather Promotions. More than just a promoter, Mayweather provided guidance on fight strategy, staying composed under pressure, and navigating the business side of boxing. However, as time went on, their relationship became strained, eventually leading to their split in 2022.
You black, giving back. So I was working with, I got a fighter, one of the best fighters out there today, Gervonta Tank Davis. Right. I got it when he was young. I put him in a position. Now he's 3-time world champion.
The tension between them runs deep and has gone beyond just business. Once close, Gervonta Tank Davis has claimed that Mayweather was controlling, placing him in lose-lose situations, limiting his earning potential, and never allowing him to truly step out of his shadow. Davis has expressed that Mayweather struggled to celebrate the success of others, and in moments of frustration, even referred to him as a scumbag.
First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the say Terrence Crawford should fight? Benavidez. That don't make no fucking sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you. You next in line. This will be next in line. Is there like a last question, guys? Is there like a love-hate for like yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest, but he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And he cause I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this.
According to Davis, Mayweather's ego frequently overshadows the humility one might expect from a veteran athlete. He recalls moments when, instead of accepting praise modestly, Mayweather would correct reporters, insisting he wasn't just one of the greatest, but the greatest of all time. Davis suggests that this fixation on legacy often comes at the cost of honesty and perspective.
You're backed by arguably one of the greatest of all time, right?
What are we rating ourselves on? What are we rating on?
Okay.
We're going to know in the least amount of fights. I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
Just a guy with a job. I have a job, though. So who would you fight next?
And guess what? Your job don't pay like my job.
Well, it depends.
Your job don't pay like my job.
That brings me to another point. Why are you coming back?
I can make $200 million in 18 months because I want to. Because I want to come back and steal some more money. I'm in a whole new era, dominating
That's right.
fighters.
And he's a whole new fighter, Floyd.
A whole new fighter.
Oh yeah.
And when I beat him, what they gonna say? Oh, well, we knew this was gonna happen. Floyd Mayweather was a bigger fighter, or he could outbox him, or this. It's always excuses.
Bernard Hopkins was blunt in his assessment of Mayweather Promotions' influence on Gervonta Davis. In his view, Davis wasn't held back by a lack of talent, but by the overwhelming control Floyd Mayweather imposed. Hopkins described Mayweather's role as more limiting than guiding, and encouraged Davis to break free and carve out his own path. Coming from a respected veteran, it was a powerful statement, one that underscored the risks of being managed by someone whose ego may outweigh their commitment to a fighter's growth.
I commend Tank on saying, hey,
This is my career. You had yours. I respect you from buying me a chain, buying me this, buying me that, take me on a jet. All that's great. But at the end of the day, I'm only going by his interview. You seen it and I seen it. Thank you, Floyd Mayweather, for all the things you gave me. If the intentions was you just looking out for me. But I got an opportunity to fight this big fight. And this soap opera between you and Oscar for all these years, I'm not gonna let it affect me. That's my interpretation. And Tank wants to do the fight, but he had to break away from the chains of somebody he still respects and respected then. And he said, man, I gotta do what I gotta do. This is my career.
Roy Jones Jr. isn't surprised by Gervonta Tank Davis's decision to fight Jake Paul. In fact, he sees it as a strategic move that mirrors Floyd Mayweather's own career path. Jones acknowledges that Davis is taking a calculated risk by stepping into a fight that promises major financial rewards and massive public attention. While he may not fully endorse the matchup, Jones understands the reasoning behind it, recognizing the mix of business savvy and personal ambition fueling Davis's decision.
Tank can do the same thing the mentor did. That's what the mentor is for, to teach you how to do this thing the smart way and not get you hurt. Not have to take no risk, not to take many chances. Everybody had their own mentors, their own pound for pounds, their own people they want to be like. If you want to be like that guy that y'all say is great and was one of the best ever, why can't he do it? If he make 50 to 100 million fighting Jake Paul, they'll be cool with it because they cool with you making money. That's what the fan bases are on now. They happy with you just making money being good. Back in our day, they won't be cool with that. You had to prove you was the best. They thought you fought because you wanted to be the best of the division or the best of your era. I want to be the best in my division. As a matter of fact, I want to be the best around my division. Not just in my division, even around my division, I want to be the best. Today's fighters, they have been taught that that's not the way to do it nowadays. Nowadays, go for the bag. So everybody is going for the bag.
Trainer Greg Hackett voiced his frustration over the backlash Gervonta Davis has been facing, arguing that fighters today are criticized for nearly every decision they make, often by people who don't understand their personal circumstances. Hackett stressed that if Davis decides to fight Jake Paul, that choice deserves respect. He pointed out that no one outside the ring truly knows what a fighter is dealing with or what drives their career moves. In his view, fans should stop trying to dictate who a fighter should face and instead appreciate the discipline and effort it takes to stay at the top. Hackett's comments reflect a wider frustration among trainers and athletes who feel that social media has turned boxing criticism into a non-stop spectacle.
And number 3, the retirement.
I mean, the backlash is just what people do nowadays. That's just, you give somebody a keyboard, you give them a phone, and they able to hide their face. Yeah, they gonna have to feel that. The backlash I understand. What'd you say, number 2, not fight Shakur?
Yeah, he's saying he'll never fight Shakur, that he ain't gonna do him no favors, that he ain't gonna help him make no money because Shakur broke or something like that. Something along those lines.
Yeah, I don't get all that. That's, you know what I mean? That's against the game. Like, you know what I mean? You at least owe that fight for the game. You know what I mean? You owe the rematch to Lamont for the game. But you owe Shakur for the game just because of the 2 style matchups. You know what I mean? But if he feel like he don't gotta fight him, guess what? We can't sit here and just go crazy about it. But it is kind of crazy. It is kind of corny. You know what I'm saying? If he not gonna fight Shakur, and if he's standing on it like, I'm not ever gonna fight you, I'm not doing you no favors. All right. But then again, you know what? I don't know what them guys got going on. I don't know what they've been through personally. You know what I'm saying? But would I love to see that fight? Hell yeah, I would love to see that fight. And then number 3, you said what? You said
retirement.
The retirement. Oh, boxing. Boxing. They're around. There's always gloves around. It's on you. It's on you. I'm chilling. You all right? Yeah, get with me. I know. How you feel? Darcy Boy, that's my man. The retirement is like he done a lot in his career, right? Not everything, but he done a lot. What people don't understand is his business is a lot. This whole experience is a lot. The shit these fighters go through is hard to explain. It's hard to explain because people, they can't see it, so they can't understand it. But it's stressful to the fighters because they coming from just getting ready to fight in the amateurs, being prepared, going out there, win, get it done, celebrate. All right, we back to the next camp. To now, marketing. You're talking about marketing. You're talking about lawyers. You're talking about all this shit that you just never imagined. You like, why do I have to deal with all of this?
Former world champion Paulie Malignaggi has been outspoken about the changing face of boxing, and his criticism of Gervonta Davis's upcoming exhibition fight against Jake Paul is no different. Malignaggi argues that these types of matchups weaken the sport's authenticity, as knockouts lose meaning when they happen between uneven opponents. He believes such events mislead casual fans into thinking they're watching genuine competition, which dilutes what professional boxing truly stands for. In conversations with Chris Algieri, Malignaggi pointed out that while these fights may entertain casual viewers, they also blur the line between real boxing and spectacle, revealing a growing conflict between entertainment and tradition in the sport.
Paulie, knockouts, dude. Knockouts. People like knockouts. They don't care if you're knocking out cab drivers. Look at Jake Paul's career.
You can manufacture that though. You can manufacture that though. You can manufacture.
You can't manufacture.
To a degree, you can. To a degree. I mean, you can't. Yeah, Gervonta legitimately cannot get knockouts. I agree. He can punch, but there's a lot of limited knockout artists though, man.
He's one of the least active punchers in the game with the highest knockout percentage of current heavyweight.
But if he was a real knockout artist, if he was a real knockout artist, prop him up against the best of the best. Felix Trinidad was a knockout artist. He was knocking out the best of the best. If you're a real knockout artist, prop him up against the best and show us how he smokes them. The way we did when Felix Trinidad was doing it. You know, the way they did when Mike Tyson was doing it in his prime. Okay, say what you want about the Mike Tyson era. He knocked out everyone from 1986 to 1989. Everyone got knocked out. Everyone.
Well, by your standard, you could say that Tyson was to a degree manufactured.
No, because he fought everyone that was there. Everyone that was there.
Teddy Atlas will 100% agree with this
with the expense of
Witherspoon. That we're afraid of him.
With the exception of Witherspoon. No, but they all doesn't matter. He knocked them all out. There was nobody you could say in that era except maybe Witherspoon, who had contract issues with King at the time. Except for Witherspoon, there is nobody Tyson didn't fight in that era. He knocked them all out. You can't say like, oh, but if he would have fought that guy, I don't know. No, with Davis, there's guys right now that have been hanging around for years. Yo, dude, when are you gonna fight them? The lightweight division was stacked with talent. Even at 130, it had a lot of talent when he was there. Didn't fight almost any of them. So it's not the same thing as the Tyson era. You want to say anything about Tyson era? Fine. It wasn't as high level or something. He still knocked out everyone.
Boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult offered a more positive view of the upcoming exhibition between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Jake Paul. Though initially doubtful about Davis's size disadvantage, Showbiz changed his mind after seeing Davis's calm and sharp demeanor at the press conference. He observed that Davis carried himself like a true professional, fully aware of the event's importance, showing confidence and focus. Showbiz suggested the fight could surprise those expecting Jake Paul's power to overwhelm Davis, pointing to Davis's technical skill and fight IQ as key advantages.
Not just key. Listen, I was feeling that Jake Paul was going to knock out Tank. This press conference made me feel a little bit more confident about Tank. I'm no cap. I know Tank wasn't saying much, fumbling over his words, seems bashful, but I'm looking, right? And I'm just like, bro, he doesn't feel that Jake Paul is an issue. Even though he said it, he doesn't feel like he has to whoop his ass. He doesn't feel threatened. That's the word. He doesn't feel threatened, but he does feel out of his element. I'm gonna be honest, man. It sounds like, I know everybody's looking at this press conference and it's like, number one, I know what y'all saying. It's a clown show. It's not real. Tank was paid off. It's fake. Cause Tank, when he was talking about Jake and JB, even I was like, what is he talking about?
He laughing.
What are you talking about? What does he have to do with this?
Let anything, you know what I'm talking about. Let anything. Nah, I don't have to say it right now. Don't worry about it. I don't gotta say it up here. Let anything happen.
Curious to see how Gervonta Davis's skill and experience will match up against Jake Paul's rising celebrity in this high-stakes exhibition fight. Whether you're a die-hard boxing fan or intrigued by the clash of traditional talent and modern fame, this bout promises excitement and surprises. Don't miss the chance to witness a defining moment in boxing's evolving landscape. Stay tuned for the fight on November 14th and join the conversation. Who do you think will come out on top? Follow for updates, expert analysis, and exclusive content as this highly anticipated showdown unfolds. Get ready for a night of unforgettable action.